Cool 98.7 Bismarck Mandan's greatest hits with Robert Palmer, Bad Case of Loving You. It's Wish with you at 8:31. And joining me now from the Bismarck Bucks is Brendan Murphy. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic this morning, Wish. How are you?
Good. Now, you're a cornerback. Now, you've started every single game this season, so you're just kind of rocking and rolling. And so you're one of the guys helping them go into the playoffs this year.
I would say that's true, but I'd like to think it's a team effort as well.
It is
Certainly
a team effort.
A lot of guys playing their role and doing their part.
All right, so let's talk about you a little bit because I don't know, you haven't been here before, so let's talk about you and your journey to Bismarck. So you went to college at Arizona. How was that experience?
It was a very, very unique and awesome experience. I can honestly say, even if I didn't get the chance to play again after Arizona, that I would say, I had a fantastic football career because of that experience.
It sounds like that Arizona has better winters than Bismarck, North Dakota. Would you say that's accurate?
It certainly does. I have to tell you. When I first got up here in February for camp, people back home were already posting pictures of them in swimsuits, hanging out by the pool. There's Lake Havasu is a pretty big spring break destination. So, in March when Arizona State, Arizona, and Northern Arizona University all go on to their spring break, it's a very popular spot, and everybody's hanging out by there. And it was still snowing here in March, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different up here, that's for certain.
Talking with Bucks cornerback Brendan Murphy, and so after you graduated college, where'd you go after that?
So I kind of stayed in Arizona. I moved from Tucson back up to Phoenix, and I kind of just worked jobs there. Trained with an individual by the name of Arnold Payne. He's a world-class sprinter, Zimbabwean national record holder in the 400-meter dash, three-time SEC champion. So I kind of just stayed in Arizona at that point. I was just kind of looking for an outlet. I didn't know how or where I was going to end up, but I knew I still wanted to try and pursue football after Arizona. And so I kind of just moved to Phoenix, worked BS jobs that would kind of pay the bills,
right,
and trained with Mr. Payne. That was pretty much my entire 2-year experience after Arizona.
Talking with Bucks cornerback Brendan Murphy, and then how'd you end up with the Bismarck Bucks?
So Coach Davis actually coached one of my coaches that I had in junior college, and he called his name is Jason Jewell, by the way. Very good guy. Helps a lot of guys in the Phoenix area
right
get exposure, get recruited. And he also is the coach at Glendale Community College for the offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he was when I was there, at least. But Coach Davis called Coach Jewell and said, hey, I'm trying to put together an indoor team. Do you know any guys who, are looking to play or, are trying to transition to the next level or something like that? And Coach Jewell gave him my name. He, watched my film, reached out to me, and the rest is kind of history.
Talking with cornerback Brendan Murphy of the Bismarck Bucks. And so this is your first indoor football experience. What's that been like for you? How's the transition been for you?
It's been a lot smoother than I thought it would be. But I do have to say there are certain elements that I didn't expect. With indoor ball, I kind of thought it would just be pass heavy. A lot of teams throw the ball every single down along those lines. But, we play teams like Sioux City. We played them 4 times in Sioux City.
Do you hate them as much as everyone else on the team?
I wouldn't say that anybody really, quote-unquote, hates them. I mean, we've definitely had some heated games, and they've really played exceptionally well the whole year. I think they've only lost to us in one other game. So obviously they're very good at any team that has success. Kind of stings a bit. But no, they're very good at what they do. And I wouldn't say I hate them as a team or hate them as players.
Talking with Brendan Murphy, cornerback for the Bismarck Bucks. So obviously you guys have one game left. You are going to the playoffs, so you have one regular season game left. What would you say is your favorite part of the whole experience so far?
Probably the atmosphere, to be quite frank with you. I'm very, very grateful for the support that Bismarck has given. We've played in certain areas, and not to disrespect, but we've played in areas like Bloomington or Salina was another one where we're in the stadium and we're actually playing the game, and you can hear a pin drop. It's that quiet. There's that few people at the game. Nobody's really interested. But here, we have such a crazy raucous environment. And the community's been so welcoming of us. I mean, not only just with football, but just around town. I've gone to, I went to Grimsrud Elementary School, I think 5 or 6 times over the course of, the few months that I've been here, because the kids just loved it when I would come read to them. So it's been very cool. I feel like a celebrity, while I'm here. And in the indoor game, from what I understand, that's not a very common occurrence. So.
Well, that's good. Well, we're happy that you're here. We're excited the Bucks are going to the playoffs. We wish you luck on Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, if you win, you'll play Bloomington, and if you lose, you got to play Sioux City again, right?
So if we win, we'll actually play at Omaha.
Oh, Omaha, that's right.
And the crazy thing about this game on Saturday is if we beat Bloomington this week, and then we go obviously beat Omaha, if Bloomington goes to Sioux City and wins, then we'll actually have the ability to host the playoff game later in the playoffs. So that would be, it's kind of an outside chance, obviously. There's a little bit that needs to happen.
Right.
But that would be a really, really awesome experience to be able to host a playoff game for the community.
Well, we're hoping for that. And Brendan Murphy, cornerback from the Bismarck Bucks, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. It was great chatting with you.
Well, thank you, Wish. Enjoy your weekend. We hope to see you on Saturday.